to the crowd. Okay, and we're going to start. So you have your yoga mat, or maybe just sit on the carpet, or you have your yoga block, or don't worry if you don't. Grab the pillow or the cushion, or just a folded blanket and sit on it. So we're going to start sitting and do a little breathing exercise. Okay, so this is my yoga block. Okay, my tea. And let's sit comfortably. Okay, ideally you want to see your knees lower than the hips. That's why we sit on a little support. Just fold your blanket more if you need it. Okay, and then lengthen from the base of the spine upwards, from the hips to your armpits. Lift your arms, and you can exaggerate that. And then take your shoulders back, relax your shoulder blades, and relax your hands on your thighs. Perhaps thumb and finger connected, if that's comfortable. Or just place your hands, palms facing down. Close your eyes. Just check your neck is soft and long. Crown of the head reaching upwards. Slow down your breath. And we start with a few deep breathing. Just a few deep breaths, comfortable, relaxing. Slow down your breath. Slow down your thoughts. And just think about arriving in your body, noticing all the physical sensations in your body, noticing the flow of the breath. Slow down. Arriving in your body, on your yoga mat. Noticing all the physical sensations, the energy level, how you feel today in your body. How do you feel emotionally today? Notice your emotions, feelings. And then set your intention. We all have intentions. Your intention can be very small or very big. Your intention can be just for this yoga class, or for a day, for a few days ahead. And if you are in doubt, ask yourself, how are you committed to yourself? How are you committed to your health? And find the inspiration in your answer. And keep your breath deep, flowing, enjoyable through the rest of the practice. And then open your eyes, relax your arms and your legs, and come on your all fours. Move the block to the side, or your blanket, or your cushion, and we start with the cat and the cow stretch. So you bring your hands beneath your shoulders, knees directly beneath the hips, toes under. As you inhale, lengthen. Arms moving forward, push the hips back to lengthen through the sides, and then soften and melt between the shoulder blades. Inhale and look up. And as you exhale next, chin to your chest and round. Exhale fully. Inhale, abdomen down. Lift your heart between your arms and look upwards. And again, exhale and round. Tailbone between the sitting bones. Inhale, abdomen down. Look up. Continue. Exhale and round. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And again, exhale and round. Inhale and look up. And now bring your back parallel to the floor in neutral position. Just take a moment, engage your tummy muscles, step back with your knees away from the hips, and we come up to down facing dog. Inhale, lift your sitting bones high, squeeze your arms. Your hands, arms, and your shoulders drawing towards the midline. And then start a sport walk. Bend your right knee, then the left. Let's do that a few times. Straighten gently the back of the legs. Squeeze your arms a little stronger. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shoulder blades moving deeper into the upper back. Lovely gentle stretch for the legs. On your next inhale, come up on your tiptoes, look between your hands, bend your knees, engage your tummy muscles and walk towards your hands into your forward bend. Make space between your feet, hips width apart, or take your feet a little wider and then squeeze the legs and notice how you feel in your hamstrings, in your lower back. Maybe you need to soften your knees, that's okay, bend your knees, squeeze the legs, take your hands to the hips, lift your elbows, make your shoulder blades flat on your upper back, engage your tummy muscles more and come up. Strong legs, strong core muscles. Inhale and lift. Well done. And then exhale and relax your arms. Just roll your shoulders, soften, soften, soften. Relax. Keep your feet as they are. We're just going to do a little shoulder stretch. Feet parallel, hips width apart. Inhale, lift your arms and hold your right wrist. Lengthen. And then as you exhale, pull yourself to the left and have a lovely stretch. So nice stretch on the right hand side of the body. Stretch, stretch. And then come back. Inhale. Change inside. Hold your left. Lengthen. And then pull yourself to the right. Stretch. Lovely stretch. Enjoy the stretch. Lovely to stretch in the morning. And then inhale and lift. Change your hands. Again, hold your right wrist. Lengthen. Exhale, pull yourself to the left. And if it's okay with you, bend your knees and step back. So we're going to step back with the right foot back. And you stretch a little bit more to the side. That's it. Keep your tummy muscles engaged. If it's too much for your balance, just keep your both feet on the floor and that's fine. Stretch like that. And then come back. Relax your arms. Let's just roll shoulders a little. Loosen up. And you go a little bit more into the side stretch. Hold your left, stretch. Exhale, pull yourself to the right. And again, choose. You might want to stay here or bend your knees. Take your left foot back and go a little further. Bend your both knees if you do this. More advanced stretch. Tummy muscles engaged. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Belly button in. Lovely. And then come back. Inhale. Exhale, relax your arms. And again, roll your shoulders. Just soften, soften, soften. And we do another shoulder stretch. Now we're going to combine that stretch with a forward bend. Watch me for a second. I want to show you how to look after your lower back in this stretch. This is demonstration. Your feet parallel, hips width apart, or take your feet wider if you have tightness on your lower back. And we do this stretch. Bend your knees forward. We're going to lengthen, keeping this length. You're going to fold forward. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, squeeze in the shoulders. And we stay in this option, maybe for 5 deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, folding forward. If you straighten your legs and your lower back becomes rounded like that, so I suggest bend your knees and keep your back very happy, long, straight. So this is much more comfortable. And then when you finish, lower your arms, bend your knees a little forward, lift your shoulders, chin, and then come up again with your back straight. So let's look about the lower back. Okay, let's do it together. Interlace your fingers, lengthen from the hips to your armpits, relax your neck, bend your knees, and as you exhale, chest over your thighs. Folding forward, bend your knees more if you need. Relax your neck, just nod your head. Squeeze your shoulders at the back, and then lift your arms as high as comfortably you can go. Inhale, stretching forward away from the hips. As you exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. And we do it again. Inhale, stretching forward away from the hips. Knees bent, okay. Listen to your lower back. Exhale, bow over your strong legs. And again, inhale, stretch the stretch. Exhale, squeeze the legs, bow a little deeper. Lift your arms perhaps a little higher. And we do it again, twice more. So we stay for 5 deep breaths. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs bow. It's okay to have your knees bent. Once more. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, squeeze your legs, bow a little deeper. And then lower your arms to your lower back. Bend your knees a little bit more forward just to ease your back and your hamstrings. Squeeze the legs, lift your tummy muscles up and come up. Exhale, relax your arms and just roll your shoulders again. Relax and soften. That was nice warm up. So come to the front of your mat now and we do salutation to the sun. Let's do a couple of rounds. And the first round, please take it slow, easy, like a warm up. And the second round, we might do a little bit more in the second round. So feet parallel. Again, hips width apart or wider. Choose your option. Take your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Lift your sternum. Keep your heart lifted. Exhale. Relax your arms. Inhale, straighten up. And as you exhale, bend your knees and go into the forward bend. Inhale, hold the floor on your legs, extend forward. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. And again, inhale, straighten forward, knees bent, okay. Exhale, bow a little deeper. Enjoy the stretch. And once more, inhale, extend away from the hips. Exhale, bow a little deeper. Now move your hands by the side of your heels and step back with your right foot back. High leg lunge if you feel this is appropriate, or knee down on the floor. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, stepping back into the plank or half plank. What is more appropriate for you today? Squeeze your arms, squeeze your shoulders, tailbone moving towards your heels. Look straight. Inhale. And as you exhale, knees, elbows, or just bend your elbows, lie down on your tummy, point your toes back, and let's exaggerate with the shoulders. Lift your shoulders, squeeze your shoulders at the back, then lengthen the tailbone and come up to raise cobra. Let's do halfway. Soften your buttocks, soften, soften, soften. Move your shoulders away from your ears down to the double chin, look straight, inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back, stretch and lengthen forward. Shoulders still lifted, toes under, down facing dog, or come on your all fours if you need. And then down facing dog, lifting your sitting bones high, squeeze your arms, you have strong shoulders, squeeze your shoulders, and press your all finger pads into the floor. Extend the legs back, heels down. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands, right leg up, and if you can, take a big step forward and step between your hands back where you started, or help with your hands or knees down, and you can step forward easily. Right foot forward, squeeze the legs, take a deep breath. How's your core muscles doing? When you lift your tummy muscles up, deep breath in, exhale, forward bend. Space between your feet again. Hips width apart or wider, listen to your body, bend your knees if you need. Don't rush to come up. So this is where you tell yourself, engage your legs, squeeze the legs, keep that energy, press down with your feet and come up with the strong legs. Inhale, salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Left side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your legs. Touch the floor or your shins. Inhale on your finger pads and stretch. Exhale, bow. Hands by the side of your heels, left foot back. High leg lunge or knee down. Choose your option. Deep breath into your chest. Exhale, step back into the plank or half plank. Choose your variation. Strong arms, squeeze your shoulders. Tailbone moving towards your heels. How's your tummy muscles? Can you lift your tummy muscles up? Keep it strong. Inhale. And as you exhale, knees, elbows, or maybe you can lean forward and then bend your elbows and lie down on your tummy. Let's check the shoulders. Exaggerate. Lift your shoulders. Squeeze your shoulders at the back. Press your legs into the floor. Lengthen the tailbone and come up again slow, listening to your lower back. Buttocks soft. Go lower if you need. Double chin, keeping the back of the neck long. Maybe lift your chin a little. Inhale. And as you exhale, drag your hands back and stretch and lengthen forward. Join your toes under and push back to down facing dog. Inhale, lift. Pushing the hips back, heels down, deep breath. On your next inhale, Come up on your tiptoes, look between your hands, left leg up and step forward, big step forward. Help with your hand again if you need. Deep breath into your chest. Engage your all core muscles and then step into your forward bend. Look at your feet. Feet parallel, hips width apart or widen. Squeeze the legs, bend your knees if you need. Press down with your feet and come up. Inhale, strong legs. Salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath. And we're going to check the alignment. So in this posture called Tadasana or mountain pose. I'm going to look at the side, raise the hips. Ideally, you want to see your hips above your ankles. If your hips in front of your ankles, in the long run, that wouldn't be very nice for the lower back or the hips. So you might end up with back pain. So let's have good alignment. Lift your toes up, that will help you to push the hips back. So let's move the thigh bones back and back and back. And again, look at the sides. You want your hips above your ankles. Let's just check, hips there. Check that. Squeeze the legs. Tailbone, just a little bit of tailbone downwards. You don't want to keep back flat, so this is exaggeration. When your hips moving forward and your lower back is flat, we don't want that. We want to move the hips back, hips above your ankles, just a little bit of the tailbone, keeping that gentle curve on the lower back. Engage in your tummy muscles. Okay, take your shoulders back, take back of the head back, relax your neck. So ideally, you want to see if you have a mirror on the side. You want to see crown of the head above your shoulders, shoulders above the hips, and your hips above your ankles. Your core muscles slightly tense, they're holding your spine, and your lower back is not flat. So this is flat. This is I am exaggerating for you. So this is flat lower back you don't want. But this is too much for the hips. Okay, and the hips moving forward, so keeping the hips back there, keeping that gentle alignment, gentle curve there, and lengthening. So this is your Tadasana or mountain pose. I can see some of you clearly on my screen, yes, sideways, yes. Some of you just front, but to me, but that's okay. All done. Now just relax your arms, okay, and then shake it off, shake it, shake. And we do another round of salutation to the sun. And let's start with that Tadasana again. Okay, take your hands to your heart. Okay, engage your legs. A little bit of tailbone, just a little, to lengthen and become a little bit more engaged in your core muscles. Just checking on the side, raise the hips. Are they above your ankles? If not, again, lift your toes upwards, ground your feet, draw the legs in. Okay, strong legs. So you want to come back to that posture also. Okay, checking that. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax your arms. Inhale, gentle back bend or just straighten upwards. And as you exhale, forward bend. Bend your knees if you need. Touch the floor or your legs. Inhale on your finger pads and stretch forward. Exhale, squeeze the legs and bow. Slide your hands by the side of your heels, right foot back, high leg lunge. Take a deep breath. Inhale into your chest. And as you exhale, stepping back into the plank or half plank, choose your option. Squeeze your arms, engage your shoulders. Tailbone moving towards your heels. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, knees, elbows, all in forward, bend your elbows, lie down on your tummy. Then point your toes back. And slow, come up to raise cobra, lengthening the tailbone. Inhale, shoulders down, do the double chin, lift your chin a little. Inhale, and as you exhale, drag your hands back and lengthen, stretch forward. Toes under, down facing dog. Inhale and lift. Have a good stretch. Press all finger pads into the floor. Four corners of the hands. Enjoy. Thigh bones moving back. This is a lovely stretch for the whole back of the body. And then come up high on your tiptoes, look between your hands, right leg up, step forward. Help with your hand again. Deep breath. Engage your core muscles and step into your forward bend. Check your feet, parallel, hips width apart. Squeeze the legs, keep that energy. Press down with your feet and come up. Inhale, come up. Salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. And again, checking, this is back, you came back to Tadasana. Let's check on the side of the hips. Above your ankles, tummy muscles engaged, shoulders back, neck is relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale, forward bend, strong legs. On your inhalation, stretching forward away from the hips. Exhale, bow. Hands by the side of your heels, left foot back, high leg lunge or knee down. Take your time and choose your option. Strong core muscles, lifting your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, stepping back into the plank or half plank. Squeeze your arms, engage your shoulders. Tailbone moving towards your heels. Deep breath in. And as you go down, knees, elbows, or just bend your elbows. Point your toes back and come up to raise cobra. Lengthen the tailbone, come up. Shoulders moving down. Do the double chin, lift your chin a little. Inhale. And as you exhale, with the shoulder blades, carry your heart forward, stretch, stretch, stretch. Toes under, down facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale and stretch. Lovely stretch. Take another deep breath. Extend and lengthen through the whole back of the body. Your inner thighs moving back. On your next inhale, on your tiptoes, look between your hands, left leg up and step forward, big step forward. Again, help with your hand if you need. Deep breath in, engage your core muscles and step into your forward bend. Legs, very strong, squeeze. Press down with your feet and come up. Inhale, lift. Salute to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. You're back to Tadasana or mountain pose. Let's again check how the hips doing. Hips above your ankles. Squeeze the legs, shoulders back. How's the hips? I can see some of you on the screen. And then relax your arms. Well done, everyone. Just shake your legs, relax your shoulders. Maybe have a drink, so we're somewhere between, in the middle. Okay. So let's do another couple of standing postures. So we do warrior one pose. So you come again to the front of your mat. And we're going to step back with the right foot back, big step. So big step. And I want you to look at your feet, and you take your feet to the edges of your mat. So your right foot moving to the right, left moving to the left side of your mat. Take your hands to the hips, your hips facing forward to the front of your mat, and you bend your front knee. Let's just check that front knee above your front ankle. Squeeze the legs, engage your tummy muscles. What I do is I use my thumbs a lot just to encourage my tailbone to lengthen. So I'm placing my thumbs at the back of the pelvis and encouraging my tailbone go down, down, down. So I'm going to become a little longer, tummy muscles engaged, and then stretch your arms. So this is one option of your warrior one pose. Maybe you want to stop here, and this is quite nice already. Lots going on in this pose. Or maybe you can lift your back heel off the floor, go for high leg lunge. Sit just a little lower with the hips and then squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Tummy muscles working. Deep breath. Lift your chest. And if it's okay with your balance, you're going to start to lean back, taking back of the waistline back and your shoulders and your arms and your thumbs. Lift your chin a little, maybe just looking into the corner of the ceiling. Stretch away from the hips and curling back, opening the shoulders. Deep breath. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, squeeze the legs, stretch forward, stretch, move the hips back, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Place your hands on your front knee and do your cow stretch. So what we do in the cow stretch, we lift the chest and the tailbone. So we're trying to create bigger curve in the lower back. That gives you more space between the sitting bones. It's nice to relax the lower back after strong posture. Then look down, and if you can easily hold the floor and step back to down facing dog. Have a good stretch. And also spot walk, bending your right knee, then the left knee. And we start to move the hips from side to side. Just nice and gentle stretch. And then we change side. When you're ready, come up high on your tiptoes, look between your hands, right leg up and step forward, big step forward. Help with your hand. Now look at your left foot and hop to the left edge of your mat. Come up with your hands on your front knee. Squeeze the legs, strong hips, squeeze the hips, tummy lifted, come up standing. Okay. And again, think about your lower back. Thumbs on the back of the pelvis, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Tummy muscles strong. Inhale and stretch. Take your time. Maybe this is just enough. Or lifting your back heel over the floor and sit just a little lower. How's that for you? How's your balance? Draw the legs towards the midline. And maybe moving into the gentle back bend, straightening away from the hips. Back of the waistline back, shoulders, arms, thumbs, moving to the wall behind, straight, straight, straight. Still have strong legs, how's that back leg? Keep it strong and steady. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, strong legs, stretch forward, move the hips back and back and back, slower to slower. This is where you're developing more strength. And then bring your hands to your front knee. Move the hips back, do the cow stretch, lifting your chest and your tailbone, creating a big curve on the lower back. Exhale, look down, touch the floor and step back. Again, have a good stretch and spot walk, move the hips from side to side. How's your core muscles doing? Lift your core muscles up to your spine. And we gently walk in and moving the hips from side to side. On your next inhale, come up high. On your tiptoes, look between your hands, bring your knees down to the floor, and we do lunges and the lizard pose. If your knees very sensitive, please do grab the blanket and place your blanket under your knees. So please do take a moment. I know some of you need blanket, place it under your knees, and then again come on your all fours. Okay, all fours. So we do the lizard pose. So look at your right hand, move your right hand beneath your face, and step forward with your right foot. Right foot outside of your right hand. Okay, now we want to make more space. So let's take back knee back with ease as far as you can. And you're going to check that front knee above your ankle. Let's check that knee there above your ankle. Move your hands 45 degrees to the left. Hold the floor. At this moment, if you feel okay, that's a bit too far to the floor, I need support. Maybe grab the block if you have yoga block or book or something that you can hold here for support. If it's too far to the floor, okay, just take a moment as well. Okay, options here, holding support, block or the brick, or holding the floor. Start to soften and melt between your shoulder blades. And if you feel, okay, my elbows start to bend, you have more space. Okay, you're going to take your hands wider than the shoulders. Go on your finger pads and then inhale. Lengthen through the sides from the hips to your armpits. Soften between your shoulder blades. Squeeze, squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. So this is one option for the lizard pose. Another variation, stretching your back leg, straightening your back leg. But please do adjust to your practice. Don't work over pain. Stay where you feel okay. This is just enough for me. I enjoy this stretch. And let's all look at that front knee again. Checking your front knee still there above your front ankle. Yes, you don't want to lean to the left too much. Deep breath. How's your core muscles? Lift. Deep breath in. And then again, bring your back knee down to the floor, hands beneath your face. We're going to step back on all fours. Stepping back on all fours, and we're going to do cat and a cow stretch again. Inhale, look up, the cow stretch. Exhale, tailbone between the sitting bones, the cat stretch. Once more, again, inhale, look up. Exhale, and round. Great. We're going to change side now. Look at your hands. Left hand beneath the face. Okay, I'm going to change my side for you. Okay, and we're going to step forward with the left foot forward outside of your left hand. Check your left knee above your left ankle. How's that doing? How's that leg doing? Good position for your knee. Moving your right knee back as far as you can. Hands moving to the right side now. Hold the floor or hold the block if you need the block. Soften and melt between your shoulder blades. How's your core muscles? Lift, engage your tummy muscles. Maybe take your hands wider. Don't worry, take your time. You don't have to do everything. Again, soften and melt between your shoulder blades. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the back. And maybe engage your tummy muscles and straighten your back leg. Maybe this is appropriate, but don't worry. Stay, breathe. You have very strong core muscles, lifting your tummy muscles up to your spine to support the hips, to support the lower back. And you're still softening, softening, melting between the shoulder blades. Okay. Deep breath. I know it sometimes can be very challenging stretch. Bring your back knee down if you want to ease the stretch. On your next inhale, come back, move your hands beneath your face, step back on all fours. Okay, we do cat and the cow stretch again twice. Inhale, look up, and as you exhale, tail going between the sitting bones and round. We do once more. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Inhale, look up. Okay, and let's do rolling movements like that. Clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction. So we go a little bit deeper into the gentle stretches around the lower back and the hips. Make sure your knees happy, fighting for your knees. Okay, or maybe you're already on the carpeted floor and that's good. Okay, moving and rolling the hips. Yeah, and it's nice. It should feel nice for the lower back and the hips. Okay. And you don't have to do big movements. Sometimes just little movements is enough. Okay, rolling. And this is nice to loosen up your lower back and the hips. Take another movement, maybe to each direction, before sitting into the child pose. And then sitting into the child pose, knees wide as your mat, big toes touching, and let's move the hips back and back as far as you can to the heels. Maybe your hips can touch the heels, but don't worry if it's not happening. Stretch your arms, or maybe bring your hands beneath your forehead for support, or fists beneath your forehead for support. So whatever is suitable for you, just take a moment. Ease your hips, relax your breath. There. So next, you might need a block or a brick or a couple of cushions from the sofa. We're going to practice options for Virasana. Virasana is a hero pose. And if you practice with me for a while, you know that the hero pose, this is where you stretch muscles around the knees, your knees. And if your knees very tight or vulnerable, this is where you need support. I'll show you first how it looks, how the posture looks. We do half Virasana first. Half Virasana looks like that. We're going to sit on the side. So this is fast demonstration. We're going to sit on the side, and then we're going to take 1 foot back, and we're going to try to move the hips back and down, listening to the knee joints. You don't have to go far. And maybe even stretching one leg in front. So this is where you might want to stop, or you might want to sit on the block or on the cushion, just to ease a little bit. And maybe we can stretch the arms. Okay, so this is one option we're going to do. And then for the full posture looks like that. We're going to stand on the knees, space between your feet, and this is where you place blocks, bricks, cushions for sit on it. So, and if you're happy to sit back, if your knees okay with that, you're going to sit back, and again you're going to stretch the arms and lengthen upwards. Okay, so now grab the cushions the bricks blocks, and let's do halfway. So the halfway is a sort of like a warm-up, and you also have choice. If you don't want to do full posture, you do this halfway pose, half virasana or half hero pose. So we're listening to all the knee joints. We don't work over pain. If you feel big stretch or big tension, you stop, back off. Okay, let's follow me. So we're going to lean to the right, lean into the right side. Okay, and you have both legs bent, okay, and then you're looking at your left foot and you want to point your toes back to the wall behind you. So pointing your toes back. If I sit sideways to you now, looks like that. So your toes pointing back. Ideally, you want to lean to the side and you want to place the front of the foot into the floor. And also we're going to look how that second toe, mount of your second toe in line with the middle of your ankle and your knee. So your foot a little bit on the angle here, second toe, middle of your ankle, your knee on one line. Take your hand to the hip, inhale and lengthen. And as you exhale, press that foot into the floor and move the hip back and back and back. Keep pressing your foot into the floor. You're trying to sit next to that foot, not on top of the foot. Yeah, and if you feel, okay, that's a bit too much for my knee, just stay on the side and you try to press the front of the foot and your shin bone into the floor, like you're trying to kick the floor and stretch. Kick the floor and stretch. Okay, maybe this is just enough. Okay, or maybe you can sit on the floor or grab the block if you want to sit on the block now, and then stretch the left, your right leg forward. Thighs parallel, or maybe you want to sit on the block now. That gives you more space for that knee joint. So this is half virasana. Okay, if you're still on the side, just keep holding the floor and the hip, or if you sit straight, then you stretch your arms upwards, interlace your fingers, lengthen up, and still kicking the floor with that left foot. Press your foot into the floor, the shin bone. Press and lengthen, press and extend. Extend, extend, extend. Deep breath in. And then exhale and relax. Okay, relax. Let's change side. Stretch your legs to the front. Give them a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. And we change. So let's lean now to the left, taking legs to the right. Right. Okay, and check again how those knees doing. Maybe this is just enough and you want to stay here. This is already a good stretch. Or pointing that right foot back, toes pointing back. Look at your right foot. Again, I sit sideways to you. Mount of your second toe, middle of your ankle and your knee on one line. Here on one line, just create that line. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pushing the hip back and down, listening to that knee. You don't want to work through the pain, definitely no pain. You can stop where you feel, okay, this is just enough. This is a good stretch. I feel stretch here, on the front of the thigh, my shin muscles. Keep the floor with that foot. Press into the floor. Press, 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 and lengthen. Okay, stretch, stretch, stretch away from the hip. Maybe straighten your other leg. Do you need to sit on support? Sit here. Brick, block, whatever you need. And if you sit with both hips down, then you stretch your arms. Interlace your fingers and lengthen, lengthen and stretch away from the hips. That foot working hard. Press down and extend. Press down. The front of the foot, your toenails pressing into the floor. That gives you good engagement. And you're still stretching upwards. Okay, don't work over pain, please. Listen to your knee joints. Okay. And then exhale and relax. Okay, lean into the side. Stretch your legs to the front. Give them a little shake. Shake, shake, shake. Relax, relax, relax. And let's do the full posture. So that was the lovely warm-up. Now you know how you feel around your knee joints. And you know that you need blocks or not. Or cushions from the sofa or folded blanket. So let's try. So your knees parallel. So I start front to you. So you have thighs parallel Knees, hips width apart, and your feet wider. Okay, your feet wider. Let's look at the feet again. The mount of your second toe in line with the middle of your ankle and your knee. So you have that line on one leg. Look at the other leg. Mount of your second toe, middle of your ankle and your knee on one line. So your feet, you notice that your feet are wider than your knees. Okay, so the hips, knees, hips width apart. Blocks, cushions, whatever you use, blanket, place it between your feet. This is where you're going to sit. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Can you still press your feet into the floor? Press. Now squeeze the legs towards the midline and sit back. Your legs working in two directions, pressing downwards and squeeze. Press down and squeeze, press down and squeeze. Keep your muscles engaged. Okay, how's your knees doing? Is that too much for you? If it's too much, you perhaps need extra cushion from the sofa. Okay, grab more support. Or I can go a little lower. I'm just going to take block instead of the brick. And I can go a little lower. So listening to your knee joints. Now look at your thighs. And I want you to squeeze your thighs towards each other. You're not bringing them together. You're just drawing the energy in towards the midline. My feet still working hard. Stretch your arms upwards again. Interlace your fingers, invert your hands and stretch. Stretch and lengthen, stretch and lengthen. Your feet still kicking the floor. Press, press, press into the floor. Stretch. The energy draws towards the midline to engage all the muscles around your bones, around your joints. Well done, everyone. Listening to your body. Anytime when you feel, okay, this is enough, you know what to do, you just stretch it out. Okay, let's release now. We do second round. Okay, release now and let's stretch it out. Push the heel back. Okay, like so. So push the heel back. Just go on your toes and push the heel back to stretch the back of the knee. One side, lovely stretch. And then another side. Let's do another side. Toes on the floor, push the heel back. Stretch the back of your knee. Lovely stretch. Great. And we're going to do once more. Is that okay for your knees? Knees, hips width apart, thighs parallel, feet wider. You have blocks, bricks, you have cushions, or you have folded blanket there behind you to sit. Okay, and let's sit back. Squeeze the legs, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press your feet into the floor, like you're trying to keep the floor with your feet, and stretch your arms up. Interlace your fingers, invert your hands, and lengthen. Keep working your feet. Press down, draw the legs in. Close your eyes if you wish. This is the hero pose. And you can think about what the being hero represents to you. Okay, and this present situation, maybe staying at home and keeping the distance, or wearing the masks and gloves. What does it mean to you? Being a hero. Take another breath. And then open your eyes. And let's again stretch it out. Come on your old horse. One leg at a time. Push the heel back and stretch. And we do another leg. Let's do another leg. Push the heel back and stretch. Stretch the stretch. Lovely. And now it would be very nice to go to forward bend. Okay, let's sit on the floor with the legs in front. Okay, legs in front. Okay, show you the right side. So you might need a block or again that cushion to sit on. Let's do right leg. So bend your right leg, point your toes, heel into the groin. So we're stretching now the muscles around the knee joints in different directions. How's your back doing? Do you need to sit on that block or on that cushion to keep your back upright? Okay, please do sit on it if you need. Okay. Adjust the space between the sitting bones, widen. Adjust your hamstrings. If you sit on the floor, make your hamstrings widen. Press that front heel into the floor. Inhale and extend. And as you exhale, the heart reaching forward. And again, inhale, lengthen through the sides. Exhale, the heart reaching forward. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding from the hips. This is one option, just holding the floor behind, being very happy with the lower back. Or maybe we can hold one foot and then the floor on the other side. Or maybe two hands. And again, check in with your back. What is more appropriate? Maybe just stand there, holding the floor and lengthening, working that front leg very hard. Maybe this is just enough. On each inhale, lengthening away from the hips. On each exhale, I want you to squeeze your tummy muscles a little bit more and fold forward. Take your time. I know the hamstrings are very big muscles and they need time to stretch. Okay, carefully listening to all physical sensations in the body, adjusting to your posture, adjusting to variations. I always give you modifications. Try them all and see what is suitable for you. On your next inhale, let's come up. Inhale, lift, stretch your both legs to the front, give them a little shake, relax, relax, relax. Okay. And we change inside. Now, left leg, bend your left leg, point your toes, take that heel into the groin, adjust the space between the sitting bones. Do you need to sit on that block again? Sit on the block. Okay, be comfortable. Inhale and stretch. And if you sit on the floor, don't forget you can make a little bit more adjustments, hamstrings wide. As you exhale, fold forward. Okay, listening to your body. You can back off anytime when you feel, okay, maybe this is just enough. I stop here and then breathe. With my breath, I can create more space. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, folding. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, folding, using the breath. And the breath is always here to support you in your practice. It's probably the most important part of yoga practice, the breath. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, folding. Choosing your options, lengthening through the sides, exhale, engaging your core muscles and folding. Strong core muscles supporting your back. Take another breath. And then come back. Come back, stretch your legs, give them a little shake. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, and watch me for a moment. Just sit back and relax. And we're going to do this little twist before relaxation. We're going to lie down on the back and we do screen wipers twist. Arms to the sides, palms arms, for example, shoulder blades flat. You're going to lift your toes up and moving the legs from side to side like that a few times. Or maybe you can go deeper. You take one foot on top of the other knee, lengthen the tailbone, tease your knees down towards the floor, then come back, change your side, all the same on this side if that's appropriate. And then after that, you're just relaxing into the Shavasana, okay, with the deep breathing. Okay, so please lie down on the floor and I'm going to guide you. Lie down. Bend your knees. Your shoulder blades flat on the floor. Maybe take your palms facing upwards, like we call it palms arms. Lift your toes over the floor and start to move your legs from side to side. You can do this just moving from side to side, or take your legs to one side and then take lower foot from beneath, on top of the knee. Lengthen the tailbone and tease your legs down and down towards the floor, just teasing a little bit more. Listening to your hips, listening to your back, nice and gently. And then change your side, go to the other side. If you do this more advanced option, one foot on top of the knee, lengthening the tailbone and teasing your legs down towards the floor. Nice and gentle stretch. Lovely twist. You have lots of space for your abdomen, lots of space for the back, for the shoulders. And when you finish, just stretch your legs into the Shavasana. Legs straight, arms by the side of your body, feet wider than the hips. And then relax there. Relax in your Shavasana, noticing your whole body, noticing your whole posture. Noticing all the grounding points where your body touching the floor. And you can imagine that you can breathe into your grounding points. Exhale and soften. Exhale and relaxing, releasing all the unnecessary tension into the steady support beneath you. Just feel the weight of your body and relax, let go into your grounding points, softening, and you're sort of melting downwards into the floor, into your yoga mat. Slow down your breath and remind yourself that you can use the breath to relax both the body and mind. Relaxing, softening, letting go of all the unnecessary tension. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. I repeat once more. My mind is still. My mind is quiet. My body and mind in perfect harmony. I begin to feel a new sense of well-being. Staying with the breath. The breath is always here to support us. And we trust that the entire universe is present within. All the answers are there. Enjoy your breath. Stay with your breath. Slow down. Now, as your relaxation and short meditation comes to the end, bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to the room you are in, to your friends, to your family, to your pets next to you. Deepen your breath, extend your inhalations, exhalations, reawakening the energy in your body. Then start to make little movements. Wriggle your toes and your fingers. Slide your legs together, arms by the side of your body. Inhale and stretch. Stretch away from the waistline, stretch the stretch. And when you feel sufficiently stretched, bend your knees to your chest, hug your knees, rock from side to side, reawakening the lower back. And then roll over to your right hand side, or the side where you have more space. And then come up to the sitting. Just sit comfortably for a moment. Bring your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Now keep that length you created and slightly lean back. Close your eyes. And just notice that strong support of your back muscles. Support, steadiness of the universe. Reflect your practice, reflect your intention of the practice. Notice how you feel. Enjoy extra strength, flexibility, and clarity of mind. And we finish with one gentle Om. Exhale first. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart, to the light within you, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. Well done, new students. Thank you very much. Namaste. And have a lovely day, everyone.